Guys, I'm feeling dusty and crusty and gross. We need a glow up for 2024 because it's not looking pretty around here. It really isn't. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are resetting and kind of just having a bit of a glow up for the new year because I am feeling disgusting. I don't know about you, but I well and truly indulge over Christmas a little too much, and I just come out the other side just feeling gross in every single aspect. My tan is all dusty and crusty and needs scrubbing off. I've got eczema where I've been eating too much dairy and things I shouldn't have. My nails are falling off. It's all going on around here. My hair is in serious need of a wash and a dye. Thought we could do it all together because it needs to happen. And we can also have a look at my vision board for 2024 as well later on in this video, and also reset in terms of food as well because it's time to get back on track. Food is fuel, and that is literally like my biggest kind of slogan for 2024, to remind myself when I'm putting things in my mouth, food is fuel. So we will probably do some cooking together later as well. But first up, getting my nails done. Needs to be done. Look at that, it is just grim. I had them way too long this time, and basically three of them snapped. This hand is in agony, if I'm honest. Like, it literally snapped on the nail bed. It's not a vibe. We're gonna go get that sorted right now. Guys, could this lighting be any freaking worse? Look how awful it looks. But I've just had my nails done. As you would have seen, I went to a really nice nail salon. It was basically a local one to me. It's called Deluxe. It's basically one that I always used to go to. They've opened a second one now. It's in Malden for anyone that lives in Essex. But yeah, it's really nice in there. So I basically just went for clean, light pink. I always go for pink powder. I just think there's nothing better than clean pink powder. The reason is because whenever I get like a pink top coat, for example, and I just have like the plain colour underneath, it always chips and then it just looks rubbish, whereas pink powder lasts all month long, and when this grows out, because it's such a natural colour, you barely notice the grow out. My biggest tip, if you're looking to have that more like clean girl aesthetic into next year, or you just want to feel more put together and kind of have like high maintenance things that keep you low maintenance, sorry, how many times do I want to show my nails? Yeah, this is definitely hands down the best way to go about it, so I definitely recommend that. I took a cheeky little trip. Let's just go backwards on my chair because we're so close. We don't need to be this up close and personal. And I got my favourite hair dye. So this is the one I get. I always get asked what hair dye I use, and I've been using L'Oreal Casting Cream literally since I was like 15 or something ridiculous, because I did start dyeing my hair very young. If you are someone that dyes their hair at home, you need this. The reason is because I've got a lot of reasons, but basically it's just the best dye because it's semi-permanent, so you don't get that awful stage where you dye your hair and then suddenly it's like 20 shades too dark. Whereas because this is semi-permanent, it really fades out nice, which I love about it. I always go for 500 medium brown because it's a flat brown shade, and if you're like me and you have dark brown hair but you don't want it to look black, get this. Even though you think, oh, medium brown, like that's not dark enough, I promise you it is. And then I also got myself some moisturiser too. This is the Nivea Soft Moisturiser. As you guys know, I suffer with eczema and sensitive skin, so this is for me a really good moisturiser. I normally use like Cetraban from the doctors, but yeah, I've started to try out more like just normal brands, and I'm finding this one really good. I've had a bit of an eczema flare up, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, where I've had a lot of dairy over Christmas, because I'm not meant to have dairy, I've had a massive eczema flare up. So I'm thinking, do we fake tan tonight or not? I don't know. That's the one thing on my list. I'm like, do I fake tan or do I leave it till tomorrow? But I don't want to wake up tomorrow with freshly dyed dark hair and white skin, because it's just not going to look good. We want to be a tanned goddess going into tomorrow. So I'm not sure, but then I feel like my skin probably needs another day's rest. I don't know. We'll see later how brave I'm feeling. But anyways, let's go inside and we can dye my hair next. I'm super hungry, by the way. It's nearly 3 o'clock. I've been listening to a good old bit of Chris Brown. I have not eaten today, which I never normally do, but it's just been a busy day. It's been one of those days. I'm very excited though to eat a nice, clean, fresh Mediterranean-y style dinner. Anyway, so let's go inside. So part of my reset and just, you know, glow up is glowing from the inside, and that's why I'm making a really healthy dinner tonight. So I've just made the salad that's going to go on the side. This has 1 red pepper, 1 yellow pepper, a whole cucumber, 1 red onion, a load of cherry tomatoes, and then some olive oil, some pepper, and I'm about to add a little bit of salt. I need to mix this all together. This will be like probably 4 portions worth, but I made like literally a huge huge bowl of it. I just chopped everything up. I've just popped this on, this pearl couscous. It's like the big chunky couscous, which is so nice. So we're gonna have that with it. We can have some seasoned chicken, and then I'm gonna add some bits on the side like hummus, maybe a little bit of feta cheese, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm super excited. I love eating good. I feel like my body is honestly crying out for it. So I'm on a massive like health kick in terms of just, you know, glowing from the inside out as well as from the outside, because we need it all around at the minute, guys. It's not a good state of affairs in terms of how I'm feeling and looking right now. I'm just waiting for the couscous and the chicken to be done, but this is the plate so far. So obviously we've got the salad that I made. We've then got these olives. I can't remember what they're called. They're like the lighter purpley colour ones. Oh my god, these are my favourite olives ever. We've got some hummus, some feta cheese, some pickled red onion. Guys, here's the final meal. Let me know if you want me to do like a proper cook with me and include this in a vlog in the future. But yeah, I feel like it's quite a simple meal to do. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go eat this now and hopefully feel great for it. It is time, guys. Guys, I'm literally dreading. I'm dreading brushing through this. I've got a little towel around me. I always secure it with a hairband because I feel like a clip is a little bit risky. Like, it's not always that secure. You know, your hair is just quite knotted. To be fair, it's not actually hurting as much as I thought it would to brush through it. Now, a little trick that I always do when I dye my hair is get your hairbrush and wet it, and then just brush through your hair. So basically, your hair is just a little bit wet. I just feel like when you're using semi-permanent dye, it just takes that a little bit better. Obviously, I'm no hairdresser here, although I did do hairdressing at college when I was at school for year 10 and 11. This is just what works really well for me. So you can just see it's kind of just a little bit damp now. Filming this part for TikTok too, so I'm gonna be looking this direction, but I'm still talking to you guys, kind of. So I literally just start on the roots. I'm not very professional when it comes to this, but yeah, I just whack it on. I always love to get it around here because your girl is getting a few little white hairs with her old age, which is making me very sad. And I feel like they've started around here, which we are not showing any signs of aging around here. Like, I want to be young forever, guys. So how I do the underneath, guys, without any help, is I just get dye on my hands like this, rub it together, and literally go up like that, and just kind of like almost act like you're massaging your scalp. It's tried and tested by me, and I've done it for years, and it genuinely works. And I also do it like at the sides as well. So once I've kind of sectioned the top as much as I want, just really get in there, because I feel like it just really gets to all the roots and areas that you might struggle with. That is what I do. And then I also flip my hair over and just kind of run it up the back to get that hairline. Yeah, that's basically that. So we'll be back in, I leave this for about 10 minutes and then I do the ends. Looking like a complete egghead. Now I'm just gonna wipe that off around there. Because honestly, guys, don't leave it. Like, if you leave it, you will be stained and it's not a good look. I mean, this is how pale we are right now. It's not okay. I'm faking the tan. And also, I'm making sure I don't get it on my nails, because I'll be so annoyed if I stain my nails. Once I made curry the same night as getting fresh nails. The turmeric stained my nails. I was so annoyed. Let's clean my eyebrows too, because I'm gonna dye them. I normally use Eyelid Dye Brow, but I'm just gonna use some of this dye, considering I'm dyeing my hair. Don't try this at home, kids, or adults, whoever's watching. At your own risk. Don't blame me if it goes wrong. I'm just gonna clean up around the brow, and I'll report back shortly to see if it's actually worked and done anything. Right, guys, it's been 10 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the ends of my hair now. Then I will take the eyebrow dye off once the ends are done. I feel like they're getting darker, so I feel like it's working. Now, this is gonna be kind of tricky because you're this way, my mirror's this way. But basically, I use the last little dribble of this hair dye. Let me just close the door because we don't want to get dye on the door, because we've made that mistake in the past. But yeah, I'm going to use the last little bit of this one, and then I've already made up my second one, because I do always need two. I always section my hair into two parts, kind of like start here, because I'm kind of trying to bring it down. So I try and, there's kind of a method behind the madness when I do this. So hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. But this is when we just get a bit more messy. We're kind of just like, you know, getting it on our hands. And I just try and bring down what I've already done to like the mid-lengths here. And then I do the ends last, basically. So I'm trying to make sure all of this is covered, because also the ends of my hair are the most damaged. So the most damaged bits of your hair will grab that dye more than like here, for example. So I like to just focus it here first, just so this section gets like, the time you faffed around with putting the dye on, that section's had a few more minutes compared to the ends, if that makes sense. And then last step, we're gonna work on the ends. And then, to be fair, the box says to only leave it on for like 5 minutes. Whenever I do that, it doesn't last very long, so I'm probably gonna leave it on the ends for like 10 minutes, just so they get a little bit more colour. Because this is semi-permanent, so I never worry too much. All right, that's all on. Let's clean the brows off. Oh my God, that's definitely taken, hasn't it? But they're fine, they're not too dark. I have to apologise in advance, guys, for how hideous I look right now. I look like I'm about to audition for Casper the freaking ghost. And not even the friendly, is it Casper the friendly ghost? Well, I don't look friendly, I look just damn right scary. So yeah, my hair is semi-dry. I always like to let it kind of air dry a little bit first, just so I can avoid too much heat on my hair. But I'm just about to pop some oil in my hair, which I'm using the Beauty Works Argan Serum. And I'm about to blow dry my hair with my GHD hairdryer. And I'll just use this brush to kind of do this at the same time, just so it kind of slick and smooth. And then we can finally fake tan. I think I've decided it's got to happen tonight. I was going to try and hold off because of my skin being so dry and a little bit of eczema, but I think we're just going to have to say, sorry eczema, but we need to be tanned, because I actually don't think I can walk around another day looking like this. I feel sick, like looking at myself. No, I can't do it to myself, guys. Okay, so that is my hair all done. I'm really happy with the colour. Like whenever I do it, it just looks so fresh and vibrant. You can't really tell on camera, but it's like so glossy and shiny now. Guys, it's time for tanning, and I need to hook you up with one of the best tans I think I've ever used in my whole life. And I am so excited about this because I think I paid like £2 for it in Home Bargains. It is this one. It's the Revolution Whipped Tanning Mousse in Ultra Dark. It is so good. I am an eczema prone girly, dry skin girly, pale girly, you name it girly. Like all my skin problems and me and tan do not normally vibe. We don't get along. We are not friends, but we are friends when it comes to this. Just to show you the difference in one pump. That's a non-fake tan arm and that's a fake tan arm. Like, look at the difference. It's just beautiful. Like, it's glowy, it's golden. It doesn't really smell. Like, honestly, it's so good. Obviously, you can feel you've got tan on. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, it's a dream to sleep in or anything like that, but it's fine. Ultimately, it's the result that we care about. Like, the next morning, you're going to look like a bronze goddess. And then if you apply it 2 nights on the bounce, guys, you are going to look like you've been in the freaking Bahamas for a month. Like, it's just so nice. It's so even. So this is what it comes out like. You can just see it just blends in so easy. And like this part of my arm has eczema. And normally, like with certain tans, I will just go patchy from the minute the guide colour goes on. But you can see it doesn't look bad. Also, excuse all the mess in the background. Part of my kind of glow up is also going to be tied in now soon as well. I'm going to go away now and pop this all over my body because I kind of like to work with it and do it all at the same time. So I don't want to just sit here chatting away with like just tanned arms. But yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'm so excited. Hey guys, it's the next day and the glow up is well underway. So here is my hair today in the daylight. It's very dark. So this is what I meant yesterday about not going for anything darker than the 500 because it already looks black. So imagine if I'd actually gone for like a dark brown, but this will fade out to my normal colour within a few washes, which I'm happy with. So I've done my makeup today. I'm looking nice and tanned. I thought I'd just kind of show you the results from just one layer of that tan. I'm going to do it again tonight. So tomorrow I'm super tanned, but I'm already feeling so much nicer just being like more bronzed and everything. And I've also done some eyelashes today as well. They're not like permanent extensions, but they're kind of ones that last. Well, I've never actually slept with them in, but they're basically individual kind of clumps that you put underneath your lashes. So I feel like, yeah, as a whole, I'm just feeling a lot better. Obviously, the glow up is a gradual thing. I think you can kind of do the initial things to make yourself look better, but you need to feel better as well. And for me personally, that comes from feeling good about myself in the sense of moving my body and just feeling not bloated, drinking enough water, eating healthy, and just feeling positive as well. So the glow up can only go so far on the exterior. I feel like a lot of work has to be done inside to kind of make me feel like I've properly glowed up, if that makes sense. But we've started the process. So something I really think is a great way to glow up for the new year is to kind of have a vision and to know exactly what you're looking to achieve next year. So I don't like the whole New Year's resolutions, new year, new me crap. I just think it's just I don't know, it's a little bit dated in my eyes. I feel like it's really good to have intentions and ways you want to be, and just goals, general goals. We don't have to say just because it's 2024, now let's set a goal. Anytime is a good time to set a goal, but you know, with a fresh year and a fresh start, and people like starting things on the first of a month and a new month and all that stuff, now is the perfect time to have a think about our goals and our intentions and what we want for next year. But yeah, you can literally do this at any point in the year. I love constantly assessing and reviewing my goals, but obviously yearly is a nice kind of starting point. Gone off on a little bit of a tangent, but something I put together was my vision board for 2024. This is my vision board. I'll pop it on the screen here so you can see it a little bit better. You can see my vision board personally is very much focused on wellness. You can see a lot of it is to do with just relaxing, looking after myself, health, what I put in my body, all that stuff, and a little bit of business, a little bit of travel, a little bit of materialistic things as well. But I love to have this as my lock screen so I can see it constantly, because even if I'm looking at that a lot or not, it is going into my brain, and I feel like when I can physically see something and visualize it, I just feel like it makes it more, almost more attainable, because you're constantly looking at your goals. Like every time I unlock my phone, which is a lot in a day, I am being forced to look at my goals and what I want to achieve. So I feel like it's going to push me more in that direction and remind me, you need to work towards these goals because this is what sort of life you want, you know. I thought I'd show you guys how I make my vision boards, because I think it's an activity that you should all do. I love doing it. I think it's really therapeutic. It's so relaxing, and it really gets you to think about what you want. So the starting point when I make my vision boards, and you can literally do this from your phone. You can obviously do it on your laptop too, but I want to just give you a really simple, easy way of doing it. Go to Pinterest. So download Pinterest. It's free to use. Pinterest is great. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before, but it's such a good algorithm that it will bring up pictures very similar to what you've been looking at, and it's really good at suggesting things, but everything is very, very aesthetic. So, you know, for example, like this is quite wellnessy and relaxed sort of vibes, and then you click on that image and then you scroll down and more of the same sort of things will come up, like, you know, lemon water, all stuff like that. So basically, you're just gonna wanna go through Pinterest and just start typing things in to find what kind of your eyes are drawn to. So let's say you want a new car next year. I'm searching for the car I want, and then I'm trying to find a really aesthetic picture of that car. So something that's gonna make me feel excited about that car. So I might find like an interior picture of the car that makes me just think kind of I can envision myself actually in it and how that would feel having my dream car, that sort of thing. Or let's say you want to get into fitness next year, you could type in fitness aesthetic. So type in aesthetic at the end, and then you tend to get a lot of aesthetic sort of images pop up. So that is basically what you're going to do. You're going to literally do this for everything in your life that is important to you. So have a think about it. And if you feel stuck and you don't know what you want your vision board to be like, just think about different elements of your life. Think about your work life, your home life, your surroundings, how you look physically, all them sort of things. Not necessarily picking yourself apart or picking your life apart. It's more about putting things down that you aspire towards and things that you would love. And that's what it's about. Whereas I think when we can write goals, it can almost make us negatively think about ourselves sometimes and not think what we're doing is good enough now. Whereas when I do a vision board, it's just me putting my aspirations down and things that I'm so excited to work towards, instead of this, you must hit 100,000 subscribers or something like that, that just kind of makes me feel a lot, very, very pressured and not always feeling very good about myself. So I love vision boards. They're personally my favourite way of kind of putting goals down in a very healthy way, I find, for me personally. So yeah, do that. On Pinterest, you can download all your images, super easy. And then all you're going to do is create an Instagram story. So I've got my Instagram stories up. I'm just going to take a picture. So I've got a blank background. You're literally just going to press the little button up here, scroll down till your images come up, click there, and then look through all your saved Pinterest pictures. You're going to bring them in, size them however you want, move them around, play around with them, and do whatever you want. I also put keywords on my vision board because I think it's really important to have a few keywords that represent the sort of year you want to have. So my keywords personally are routine, health, resilience, consistency, experience, and growth. So they're my 6 keywords for the year. They're really kind of, they just summarize the sort of person and year and just lifestyle even I want to have, not just year, but the direction I want my life to go in. I really want going forwards to really focus on my health, and I'm going to be doing videos about it as I see progress. And I'm not just talking about weight, I'm talking about actually physically my health, you know, what I put in my body. I am someone that gets ill a fair amount, and I really want to knuckle down on what I'm intolerant to, what is going to nourish my body, working with my hormones, because I do struggle quite a lot. My hormones up and down all the time. I just want to have a really healthy, good diet that really supports me, and eating a lot more raw, real, healthy foods and not processed things. That's basically such a huge aspect of my year for the new year. So that's kind of why I put health on there. But then routine is also on there, because I am not the best at a routine at the minute. I'm very sluggish and tired and foggy headed a lot of the time because of the things I've just mentioned, and it makes routine hard. But if I sort my health out, my routine will get better. And then growth, obviously I want to continue growing and just keep evolving. Experiences, I really want to experience and travel and just do fun things next year. And consistency, you know, being consistent with everything like I continue to do. So yeah, I'm really excited about all of them things. I love doing this. It's a really fun thing to do. Go run yourself a nice bath, get relaxed, get yourself a nice glass of something, your favourite drink, or just get on the sofa with a little blanket, put some nice music on, and just get vision boarding, guys. You could physically print these things out as well, but I personally love to have it digitally on my phone and on my laptop, because they're the things I look at the most, and I look at so many times throughout the day. So subconsciously, these things are being constantly told to me when they're there, and I love it personally. I really love it. My vision board last year, a lot of it did come true, not always in the exact same ways as the pictures, but a lot of it came true. A few things didn't, but that's okay. But yeah, it's just a really nice thing to look at, and I can't recommend it enough. I think it's such a huge part of the whole glow up process. Like I say, just like looking after your health here, and then how you look. And I think all them things radiate the way you look, because if you feel happy, you're going to glow. If you're healthy, you're going to glow. You know, if you're feeling good about yourself, you're going to glow. So I think there's just so much more to a glow up than just the physical, and I really wanted to make that so clear in this video. The physical is just the starting point, but there is so much more. I feel like that's actually my biggest probably thing for next year. I want, like, my biggest focus is glowing up in every single way possible. I'm not so focused on finances at the minute, or savings, or business, anything like that, because I feel like once I can tackle glowing up in every aspect, mentally, physically, inside, all of that stuff, then I think everything else will radiate positive vibes as a result of that, because I'll be able to show up better for work, I'll be able to produce better content, I'll be more positive and all the time. So that is actually my main focus for going forwards, just sorting out me, because I think you're in this body forever. Like, this is where you live, so you want to look after it. And it's really hit me a lot recently how important that truly is. So yeah, that I think concludes today's video. I feel like we've glown up together to some extent. Let me know if you want to see more glow up videos, like a glow up series maybe, or I might just document what I'm doing and like the progress as I go. I'm not really sure. I don't actually know what I'm on about. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you take something away from this video. And I really look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.